News Radio. For more information, visit daremediagroup.com.au or mastiff.medias.
You're tuned to the Sportcat Show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are live on the big chat. We've got a great We've got a great show lined up tonight. There was a live eviction. Some people are happy, some are sad. I'm happy. And let me bring out my co-host here, the wonderful and beautiful Harley. How are you?
I'm ecstatic about tonight's show, so I'm happy.
Me too. Because, and I'm going to bring her out, we have a former house guest from season 2, Miss Krista Stegall. She is here live with us now. Hello, Krista. How are you?
Hello, everybody. Hello, Australia.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, that's right. I forgot to, we are live in Australia. Thank you to Radio X in Australia. It is 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow in Perth. It is noon, lunchtime at Sydney. I hope you're enjoying your lunch with us. So if you have any questions for Krista, you can make sure to come over and find us over on YouTube and just search at the Sportcat shows and you can ask away. We will be talking about everything Big Brother. So I'm excited. So
hello, Powerpuff Network.
Yeah, I saw that. What the heck? I didn't even know I went live there. So
well, every time you go live, it does that because we get that for on the asylum.
Ah, okay.
All right. Just saying, come support our network.
Yeah, that's right. Come support them. So tonight, man, we're halfway through the season, and we had the blockbuster that was pretty much a crapshoot. I mean, anybody could have got it. And I'm not really sure what the hell Rylie was doing. I guess he was hedging his bet.
There and watched them.
It was weird. Yeah, I mean, he should have taken another couple shots.
I think he was looking at to see if they would get higher than him, to see if he had to do it again or not.
But he was running out of time.
Like he only rolled the ball twice and then just stood there and watched them.
That's true. That's true. I'd have been rolling my ass off.
I would have kept going until I got a high score. I would not have stopped.
Yeah.
Well, see, I thought 29 was pretty high, but when he saw that Morgan had 29 too, how would they break that tie? So I'd have kept rolling.
When you saw someone had the same amount you did, roll it again.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to get evicted? Wait, he did. So
I called it too. I was in the chat rooms and I said, Riley's going to go home. And they're like, no, it's going to be Morgan. I said, I'm telling you, Riley's going home.
We were doing the same thing in our chat.
Yep. Me and her were going back and forth on Messenger, and I'm like, oh, please let him go home. Please let him go home.
We've been wanting him to go home for a while. Since
Catherine might actually start playing now.
Well, her tears were completely fake. Those were fake tears. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they were.
Are you talking about Catherine? You're talking about cat tears? You think so?
Yes, they were fake. Like she kept having to cover her eye, do this, and you could hear the like it was fake.
That was that the longest goodbye you could remember on a season? I mean, it took forever.
Besides mine.
Yeah. Oh, what did you go?
Remember mine with Monica and Will?
No,
And they couldn't play head and roll afterwards.
No, I don't remember that.
They call it the color purple moment.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up now. So, what did you do?
I told the rest to sit down, and only Monica and Will to get up. And then I told Will, I said, I cannot believe you sold me out to them. Not even one vote. And then me and Monica started talking, and Monica's crying, and she said, they kept me in here because I can't win no challenges. They think they're going to get rid of you. And she was going on and on and on crying. And I said, Monica, you got to give me a second to say goodbye. But everybody was all in shock after I left, so they couldn't hold the HOH.
Wow. What was the HOH you won? You were the first female to win HOH.
Trivia. They asked you things like, see, everybody got in that house. I'll tell you how it went down. Everybody got in that house and they told all their business. Well, I kept mine. I told my business, but I didn't tell everything. So they were asking questions about the house guests and how well we knew them, in the past 3 days that we were in the house. And they came a question. One was, what way were you standing? And I knew I was standing southwest, so I had that right. And it came down to 3 and a tiebreaker. And I think it was me, Bunky, and Nicole. And the tiebreaker's question was, how many times have each house guest been married in this house? Give me a total number. And I had a secret marriage that I hadn't told anybody about. So I knew I was going to win.
You're cheating.
They get to tell all your business. Now they get to lie and say what they do for a living. And we didn't do any of that back then. We told what we did.
Well, like Rachel says, this is a whole different game than from back then.
It truly is.
Yeah, she calls them rookies, but I don't think it's that they're rookies so much. I think the game's just evolved. So,
yeah, it is, because now the competitions are different than my season. They have the veto, which we didn't have the veto.
Mm-hmm.
They have the blockbuster, which we never had a blockbuster. Because if we had a veto on blockbuster, I'd have got my ass off the block when I was put up there.
Yeah, that it was crazy how the game has changed, and I like what they've done with Blockbuster, to be honest with you, because now
I'm not sure if I like it or not.
What's that?
I said I'm not sure if I like Blockbuster or not.
Well, I like it because now we can't do like they did for so many seasons. Oh, we're going to vote with the House. Now they don't know at the last minute who the 2 people are going to be. So I like that little bit.
True. That's true. You got a good point there. That's true.
Because, well, I mean, especially with the cookout. I mean, yeah, that was a good way of getting the season going, but it was just I didn't like that season. Oh, we got a question here. Ross says, what was it Justin Sabak did to get kicked out?
Oh, we were making out in the kitchen, and I was laying on the kitchen table, and I was eating peanut butter. Well, I wasn't eating it, but I had my hand on the jar, and he grabbed the Swiffer sweeper kind of thing. Mm-hmm. We had everything in the house had to be quiet. So it was kind of like a mop or a vacuum that just rolled. And he said, would you get mad if I hit you with this? And I said, no, but your mama would. And I turned my head. And then before I knew it, he said, would you get mad if I cut your throat with this knife? And I had my eyes closed, so I didn't see it. And I said, no, but your mama would. And next thing you know, he's expelled. He said, you think it was that knife thing?
There's a real good chance. And then Ross asked, how was it to be on the Howard Stern? I'm kind of like the Howard Stern of politics.
It was good. I mean, I was scared to death because he's very harsh, so I didn't know what to say to Howard Stern. I thought he was going to ask me some sexual questions or something, but I didn't know what, because Justin had went on Howard Stern before me. So I was like, "Oh my God!" But he was very nice to me. It was something I'll never forget.
How many times were you on Stern? Just once?
Yeah, just once.
Okay. Yeah, he's intimidating, and I think it's just because of his, I'll call it his mystique on how he has such a big network. So
Yes,
Well,
he
and
does.
it's how he presents himself too on his show. He presents himself as a very vulgar kind of.
well, he's calmed down from what he was because he used to be, whoo, yeah, he used to be really
Way
bad.
out
They
there.
got porn stars, all that back then. So I
I've
didn't know
seen
how I
some
was
of
going to fit in on this
his
show.
videos.
Yeah. Now, when you were on the show, did you have to, after you leave the house, like now it's pretty common, they have people interviewed on podcasts, on Entertainment Tonight. Did you do any of that when you went out?
Yeah, when we got out, they put me in a room with a bunch of lawyers, and then you got to see your family for just a second, like a brief second in passing, and they immediately take you to Entertainment Tonight. Then they'll take you to different networks, and you do your they're all waiting, and you do your interviews with them, and this goes on for 2 to 3 days.
Oh, wow. That's tiring.
Ross said, "Did you win your lawsuit against CBS?"
I can't talk about that.
There's your answer, Ross. You can't talk
There you
about
go.
that.
There you go. She's independently wealthy now. So, yeah, you had some trying times in the house and then outside of the house, but hopefully, do you think you'll ever get back in?
I don't know. If they called me to go to All Stars, I would definitely go.
Yeah, Ross says still.
It's working though, and they had older people last season, so I don't see. I mean, I don't look old, so I don't see why I wouldn't be able to go. I
Now,
would play differently though.
do you still keep in contact with all of them?
Not all of them. I did for the past 10 years. Well, 6 years really. I've been sick, so I've been out of the picture for a while. Before we'd meet up at a charity event that we have in Virginia and Vegas and Houston, the Houston Challenge, and I was the first one from Big Brother to be invited to the Houston Challenge, and it was just you meet them there, you go over the show again, and you know, it's just you get to know these people. They become your reality family. They're not gonna let you down. It's something like, for instance, we went to Nashville, Tennessee, and I don't know if you know Ruben from Survivor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they kicked me out of a bar. The bartender said I stuck her the finger. I fucking did not stick her the finger. And so Ruben said, if she has to go, we're all going. And he flipped the table. And everybody started getting up, and these people could not get their credit cards back fast enough. We left and went to Tootsie's. But you stand up for your reality people. We're one big family.
I love it. That's a story you're not going to get anywhere else. I love it.
Yeah, and then let me tell you this. I developed the pictures from Nashville, and oh my God, I was in the middle of the road with my manager sticking that girl the finger.
So you did give her the finger.
Oh my God. What?
So you did end up giving her the finger.
I did. I don't remember. I had too many cocktails. I was tipsy. More than tipsy.
Well, oh, where'd she go? I hope she comes back. There she is. All right. I was worried. I didn't know where you went. So, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you had left us there for a minute. I thought CBS caught you. So,
Well, maybe so. Because I was fucking hammered.
oh Lord. So you do end up going out, and like you said, it's a family, so you get to do things with them all. You do the Survivor, and I guess now Amazing Race, and
And my roommates usually Johnny Fairplay because we party.
All right. John, I don't, which one is he? I'll have to look him up. I don't remember him right off
That's the
top.
one who said grandma died.
He said what?
And he was on Survivor, and he said his grandma died
Okay.
to get the reward, and his grandma really didn't die.
Hey, when you're trying to win that kind of money, everything's fair. So
It's true. It's true.
and we were talking about it earlier. At what point do you forget about the cameras?
I guess about a week into it, it becomes natural. I can't explain it to you. We had a camera in the shower, and I wouldn't take my bathing suit off, and had a competition that we had to dive into oatmeal. Well, I had oatmeal in every crevice of my body, so I finally took the bathing suit off and said, "Fuck it." And I washed up and shaved up, and I never felt so clean in my life. And then, you think to yourself, that's got to be a small TV screen in the back. Well, when you get out, they actually take you around through production where the TV screens are, and it's the largest screen in the house.
Well, that was before they put around photos on the internet, so you're safe, I think. So
Yeah, that was a few with me and Justin, but that's been going. I don't know where they went. Me, Shannon, and Justin, and taking his towel off and stuff.
yeah, some of you guys get wild in there. So especially when they introduce alcohol.
They were giving us 2 beers a night, but Bunky and Cheryl didn't drink, so we had first dibs on their beer or their wine. So the minute they woke up in the morning, they would tell us to change our batteries, and then I had to go change everybody's batteries for their microphones. I would say, "Hey, can I have your beers tonight?" And then it was my birthday, so they gave me a 6-pack. Me and Monica got tossed at the pool.
Yeah, how is it with you? Do you request a certain food, or do you just whatever they give you, or?
Well, when you apply, they ask you that. It's on the application. What foods do you like? So when you enter a household, they put that in your room.
Okay, yeah, because I've noticed they get their own snacks, their own goodies. So, what was in yours?
Mine was hot tamales, Dr. Pepper, and 2 teddy bears. And one of my teddy bears was a vulgar teddy bear. You would push it, and it would say, "I love you. I want to fuck you too." It was all over the internet.
That's great. These are the behind the scenes moment I love. So, yeah. So you look at the house, and of course, there's all the glasses which are mirrored with the cameras behind it. Can you see anything in there?
No, we've tried, but you can hear them rolling. They must be on something like I'm figuring like 2 beams that the camera just rolls on. Okay. Because you can hear them rolling. When you move, they move. And they had a whole room. It was so much different than it is now. It was downstairs, and it was a smaller room, and they had 3 windows, and you could hear them at every window. And so I refused to sleep in there. I said, "Oh, this is creepy. I can't sleep in here." And we put Kent Blackwell in the room because he snored. So the whole house was happy.
I think Will has slept up in Rachel's room a lot because the fact that Keanu stores, and he said can't get any rest. So I think he's staying.
But he said that it was for his back because he was having back issues.
Oh God, he needs a CPAP.
Yeah, and he said he hurt his knee too or something, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh God, he does very well in the competitions for being hurt.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially for an older player. I think Kevin and Cliff were the two that stayed around as far as older house guests the longest, I think, weren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so.
And then Kevin, I saw him post recently. He's now clean of cancer and he's getting better. So I was glad to see that.
Oh, that's like Cheryl for last season. She found the lump in her breast in the shower, and she got evicted. And she went to the doctor, and she was positive for cancer. So they removed the cancer, and she cut her hair off, and she went through chemo, and she beat breast cancer.
Good for her. Good for her. So, yeah, and I'm sure the stress of being at house doesn't help when you have any type of illness.
No, it doesn't. And something y'all didn't see that they didn't show. Will had gas really bad one night, and he was in a chill town in the cool side of the house, and he was farting like crazy, and it was stinking up the whole house because the air conditioning system had went out. So the producers gave him fans. So he had fans hooked up all over the house, and he stayed in that room. You could not turn the corner. It was so bad. I thought for sure they would have showed it on TV, and they didn't.
Yeah, they say by the end of the season that house just reeks. So,
and I'm sure Vince's hat reeks right now.
Yeah, how does that work? Do you get to pick what you wear in, or did you? How do you? Because they're very picky on your clothing.
No, you get to pick your clothes. You bring whatever you want. They weren't big on your clothes. They wanted you to have bikinis, that was for sure. But they weren't big on any clothes. They were big on items like if you were trying to bring in prescriptions or anything like that, and things like that. They were real picky on. But as far as clothes, we got to pick our own clothes.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
I noticed
I packed 120 packs of cigarettes instead of a lot of clothes.
Yeah, I don't think. Do they allow that anymore? I don't
know, but I packed 120 packs.
I think
I left one for Hardy when I got evicted.
Well, they had a smoking area back then, so
yeah.
Except what
I'm a smoker.
Well, what did you do if you couldn't go out because they'd always had the backyard open?
Oh no, they didn't. Let me tell you what I did. The first time they did it to me, it was house guest. The house guest, the backyard is now locked down. I would jump out the bed. Hell no, it's not. I gotta smoke. I've got to smoke. And so I would throw such a fit that they would open the backyard and let me smoke. And then they let me, Monica, and Kent smoke. And we'd smoke, and then they 10 minutes before they lock down the yard, they would wake us up and let us go smoke and then lock down the yard.
Well, that's good because they keep it closed sometimes for almost a week, the whole week.
You don't see them smoking anymore. I wonder if it's non-smokers now.
I don't know. I was trying to think. The last smoker was the guy he was either from New York or Boston, the young kid that was the grocery store clerk. He was the last smoker I remember. I can't think of his name.
What was his name?
Yeah, he was a good kid. I liked him. He came in when they did the Over the Top season, which was during the summer, and it was online only. And then I think he came in the regular season.
I don't remember his name. It's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't remember.
I know. I can see his face, but I can't think of his name. Well, I'm getting old, so I forget half the time who the hell I am. But
me too. But if I was in that house, I wouldn't forget.
Yeah, you have to remember things for the competition, like they say.
Yeah, you have to remember everything. I was counting light bulbs in the house. I was counting everything because you don't know what they're going to ask you.
Yeah. Yeah. Did they give you any type of heads up when they're going to do certain things?
No, they just say the house is locked down.
Wow.
They locked us in the back room one time for like 4 hours, and they locked us from outside for half the day when they do the competitions.
Now, when they have, you always see them come and say, "Everybody, it's time for the veto." Do they round them up and make them go outside so that they can call them in?
I'm not sure. We didn't have veto on our season.
That's right. That's right. As soon as I said that, I remembered that. So yeah, because it always looks like they have them in a room or the backyard or somewhere. It's like they corral them and send them in a certain area. So, how dark is that house at night when they kill all the lights?
It's not dark. They have some light, but it's not dark now. Now they turn the lights on, but it's not dark as you think it would be. You can find your way around.
Yeah, because it looks like at night it's so dark in there, and especially when they play those contests where they make it so dark. So
yeah, I noticed that. That's like pitch black.
Yeah. So I would like that, but the air conditioner doesn't work half the time, and there's ants I hear. So
We didn't have ants, but we had a problem with air conditioner. The one side of the house was cold, the other side of the house was hot, and I was in the hot room, but I wasn't having that. So I slept with Justin the first week in the chill town, the cold side, and then I slept with Mike for the rest of the season.
you were cuddling, so you got warm if it was too cold.
I was spooning. I didn't know what it was. Mike told me what it was. It's spooning.
Oh, that's funny. Well, now a lot of we'll say a lot, but quite a few of the house guests have had sex in the house, which I find so odd. It's like this is like pay-per-view sometimes.
Yeah, kind of like that. I think it was season 4, if I'm not mistaken, where it first happened. But since then, I've been told that somebody, I forgot who it was. Maybe Glenn, who was jacking off, said they needed a man's needs to be met or something.
Yep. That was a series son. God, I can't think of his name. You're going to meet him when you go to the celebrity weekend in Orlando, so you can ask him.
Oh God! The first thing I'm going to say is don't jack off around me.
Yeah, he had a problem. He had to jack
The
off
rumor
all the
is,
time.
the condom that they found Morgan had used the toothbrush with.
No way.
Yeah,
That's
that's what they're saying.
It's a vibrating toothbrush, though.
Oh my God!
You've heard about that, haven't you, with Morgan?
Yeah, I saw some of the chats.
Yeah, and then there was pictures of her today with it, so she still got it.
And she was trying to make
God.
Lauren feel guilty about the whole him. She's
Yeah.
like, well, he wanted us to work together. He had this reward, and he didn't use it so that he could save us. As I
Oh my God!
Yeah, what do you think about that? I think that when Zach he could have cashed in the $10,000 and he would have been off the block, but Ava would have gotten the $10,000. He was so petty that he didn't want Ava to get it because she put him on the block that he went home with the $10,000. What do you think about that?
I don't know what I would have done. 10,000 and I made it past the halfway point and everything. So the 10,000, I don't know if I would have gave it up either. But I don't think he had a shot to begin with. I think his head was swollen.
I agree. So, well,
He
and
had a Class A personality.
Yes, and they pay them pretty well, don't they?
Oh, you get paid a stipend. We get a stipend for every week that we're in the house.
Okay. Now, do they take anything out for like groceries or anything like that?
No, they feed us.
Okay. So that's good. At least you get free food.
I wanted mine on the spot. When I got out, I said, I want my check right now. Right now. They said, well, no, we're going to get it to you. I said, no, you're not. I need my money right now. I got bills to pay at home. And so they cut me a check. Mike and them didn't get their check for months.
Well, Allison, I'm told Allison sometimes can be a rather, I'm going to try and think of a polite way to say this in case a producer's watching, abrupt person. So,
you talking about
Allison?
Yeah, Allison Grodner. Yeah.
The one blonde hair?
Yeah. Yeah.
You had the boyfriend, Justin, that was in the house, her ex.
Oh, I didn't know this. Dish, please. So.
Well, see, there was they had a season where your exes were in the house, and he was her ex. It was just one, and he was her ex. He was fine too, and he was her ex, and she didn't want to play because he was in the house, but she was Wildcat too. But I saw her. We all were together in L.A. And I said, "You crazy girl, he's fine as hell." And she said, "Well, you can have him." I said, "Well, I know that. I'm just saying, you crazy for dumping him."
So being in the house opened up a lot of things. You've met celebrities. You've been all over the place.
Yeah, I did Miss Teen USA. I met Usher, Brian McFadden, Kerr Smith, Miss Missouri. I voted her in. I voted for her. I've been to Muhammad Ali's 60th birthday party. I've met Muhammad Ali. I've met Jamie Foxx, Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, wow.
Ryan Seacrest. Who else? There's a bunch. Oh, James Spader and the guy from the Green Mile, Michael Duncan, I think his name is. And yeah, so I've met quite a few. My best friend worked for CBS, and she was Laura Fleming, and so we would go to all the events, the MTV Awards and everything. We were with the Road Rules crew. We had the time of our lives. I saw Michael Jackson, everything.
Wow. Who is the one that stands out to you the most?
Which one I slept with, or which one?
Well, you can give that up if you'd like, but
I'll give it up. Mark Wahlberg.
Wow. So he was in. That was a.
He was at J-Lo's party. He was at J-Lo's party, and I was with Mike. We had to choose between P. Diddy's and or whatever he goes by now, and J-Lo, and he was downstairs having a drink by himself at the bar. I could not help myself but to go up to that man, because I had him. He would play at the bars over here when he was in the boy band, and I made him sign my chest. But I was starstruck. Oh my God. So he stands out the most. He's left a great impression.
It sounds like it.
I'll never forget it.
I probably wouldn't either, but
I left my coat at the party.
You said P. Diddy. They weren't trying to recruit you for any of that stuff that they were doing, were they?
Oh no, but they were having after parties after the MTV Awards. So you either went to P. Diddy's party or you went to J-Lo's party. We chose J-Lo's party. Go to P.
Diddy's.
No joke. After all that's going on with him, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think I made a lot of tabloids? Oh my God.
Yeah, you were a little wild there for a while, but hey, you had the time of your life, and that's all that matters. So
I was only 28 years old. See, I think Lauren is a little too young. She's from Lafayette. That's where our area. That's right there. We're 20 miles away. And so I was rooting for Lauren. I thought she was going to be a different player. And she's so intimidated. She's
inexperienced
she's not
to life.
Yeah, she doesn't have the experience of life. You could tell it's not, she doesn't make her own choices, but she did with Vinny. I was surprised, but she was scared to death.
She's very sheltered.
Yeah, she's very sheltered. She's college, and comes straight from college to Big Brother, and she hasn't experienced the real world yet. So it was intimidating to her. Rachel intimidates her.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't think Rachel means to. I just think that's Rachel's
Well,
personality.
Rachel was meaning to intimidate her. Did you not see
You
Rachel's
think
face? She
so?
was trying to.
Would-
Rachel told her, if you take him off, I'm putting one of yours up.
Yeah, they had divided the house at that point. Like, I don't think it was intimidation. It was just, this is the facts, and this is how I'm going to play the game.
And she said she didn't believe it, and so Rachel's not one.
What made her think she was bluffing? Nothing in Rachel's voice said she was bluffing.
No, she was dead serious because she didn't want to renominate. But then it ended up, they were like, okay, well, let's get him out. I think if Mickey hadn't won the blockbuster, I think she would have probably went home tonight.
Yeah,
That
she
was
would have.
the
Mickey
plan
would have went home tonight.
Yeah, I wanted her gone.
Me too.
She
I can't stand her.
She thinks she's the queen bee. Yeah, she's the queen bee. She's trying to say that she compares to Rachel. No, she doesn't. So
Rachel's about to show her.
God.
Yeah. So
What?
if Mickey wins head of house, holy cow, Rachel's in trouble. So
yeah, Rachel's in trouble, but I think Rachel will be able to get herself off the block. She's a good competition too.
But
yeah.
I think if Kristen goes up, Rachel's in trouble too, and so is Lauren.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
I think Catherine might start playing the game now that she doesn't have Rylie.
If Catherine wins, Rachel and Lauren's going up.
I think so.
Because Catherine was like yelling at Lauren when she.
Why did you do this?
Yep. And of course,
then Will, he's just sitting there saying, well, I just kind of say to every conversation and not listening to any of them and just repeat back something of what they're saying, and I don't really want to listen to them.
Yeah, that's true. You never know. Will might win this whole thing.
I hope he does. I really do. He says that as they're talking, he's picturing his chocolate drop on the beach counting their money.
My choice is winning. That's my choice, Vince.
Yeah, I've said from the beginning, Vince or Ava, but Rachel is.
I hope Will or Ava.
Will or Ava? I hope Vince or Rachel.
If Ava, I'm just kind of worried. She's an emotional player, and you do have to be kind of cutthroat.
Well, hey, can y'all tell me what's the deal with the Satan album?
The Satan album.
Yeah, in her HOH room, she's on the cover of a satanic album.
Rachel is?
Ava.
Oh, well, see now. I'll look that up.
I mean, I saw the Hell's Pizza boxes.
Well, Ava's on the front of them, and in a chat, they're saying that it's a satanic cover of an album.
All right, I will, because I heard him saying today that they thought that Kelly was a witch, which I thought was kind of odd, but then they showed her in like hiding in places. So I don't see anything about. I know that they thought Kelly was a witch. So Take It Easy says production cheated during the competition. We didn't hear her roll that score. It looked like the ball was placed at that score by production. The camera showed everything but the winning roll. That is true.
You didn't see her roll at all. That is true.
But see, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? I said production did it because of all the people complaining about Will and all the the
You
things
about
that were
Rylie?
around people Rylie, about people signing them, and her family. I mean, her family's told production that if anything happens to her, they will sue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that
And
I just
especially
lost
since
track.
her family has gone all over the internet, I'm pretty sure that's
I
why
haven't
he
come
got
in. Well,
evicted.
I came in. I was in another chat room, and I said something about Lauren. Because I was rooting for Lauren, and that's before you got to know her personality and realize she wasn't um, real life trained yet. I guess you could say, but I don't know if production would do that. You know, I don't think they would do that. But you never know.
When you go into the DR, are you looking at a screen or is there an actual person in there? Or
No, there's no person. It's a mirror and a camera.
so, and then
They
they
got a
just
camera.
and they ask
They
you
ask you questions.
okay.
Uh-huh. They
But
ask you questions.
and they never
More
give
now
you,
than they did in last season.
oh yeah, I'm sure. And they never give you any type of information or anything.
No, they'll ask you questions like, well, what do you think of Will and Shannon? That was on our season. And then you have to tell them what you think and things like that. And it's like, Krista, please come to the diary room. At the most awkward times, they tell you to come to the diary room.
Yeah, how long do they give you to get in there before they start bitching at you?
They say it a few times. Krista, please come to the diary room.
Yeah, and when they have the contest and then you see them saying things during the contest, that's all filmed afterwards. I'm guessing.
Yeah, they don't say, you don't hear any of the voices except for Julie Chen, and then you can recognize Alice Grona's voice.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only two voices that we've ever heard.
Okay. Now, is Grodner a bitch or is she a good person? So
No, she's a good person. She's tough though.
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that. So I was introduced to one of her associate producers a season ago. So Ross has got to go walk his puppies. So he said, "Thank you for joining us." Well, thank you, Ross. We appreciate it because Ross Yergs is allowing us to be on his radio station, Yergs Radio. So thank you, Yergs. So.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, and Chris, if you're into politics, I'm sure he'd love to have you on. So.
Oh wow. We could talk about the tariffs.
Oh, you get him going. So yeah. We love him though. So I appreciate everything he does for us here because he's helped us grow a lot. So, and like you were talking about with your Big Brother family, the podcast family and the broadcast family, we are just all friends. I mean, I know you're now I'm on the Channel 12 network doing some shows and, now I've got a great staff of people that I adore out of Australia that have taught me a lot. So, it's great. It's really great.
I'm cool with people in Australia would come on that reality cruise.
Yeah. Tell us about the cruise. Is this the first one you've done?
This will be the first one. It's when is it? It's in April.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's in April. And it's 7 days in the Florida Keys. And you get the reality stores, and then you get to bring a guest with you. And I think they play games and things like that for his big brother. But Rick Murphy, if you go to one of the chat rooms, I think it's BB27,
Mm-hmm.
you can find out more about barefoot cruises.
Mm-hmm.
Or barefoot travel, I think. I can't remember offhand, but they're a really good group too.
I'm trying like heck to get Rick to come on my show, so hopefully he will.
Oh yeah, he seems like a character. I can't wait to meet him.
Oh, he does. Was Taryn doing the podcast when you came out? Rob has a podcast. Okay.
No.
I was going to ask if you ever met him, because he seems like he'd be a nice person. He just wrote a book about Big Brother, as he's watched it from every season, and he's done a show about it for every season. So
Yeah.
when his book comes out in November, I'm going to hit him up and beg Taryn to come over here. So
Big Brother Bible is what it's called. Big Brother Bible.
Yes. No, that's another guy. I've had him on the show.
Oh, that's another guy?
Yeah. I had him on a couple years ago. He's great. He has all kinds of information, and he made production and some of the house guests angry with some of the things that he released, but he was like, you told me when I was interviewing you. So,
you told me. It's going down in the book.
That's right. It's like when you said, who do you want to have sex with? I'm like, hey, if you want to open that up, that's all on you. I want to know, but I won't ask.
You have to know when you get into reality that your whole life is going to be an open book. For the rest of your life, you get in trouble, you're on TMZ. Anything that happens goes on TMZ. And it's going to go on the podcast. It's going to go on the feeds. As far as chats, I mean, it's an open book. You have to know when you join that you have nothing to hide.
Yeah, you're right. Your whole world is out there.
You put it all online, who cares? I don't care.
Well, have you had any negative fan interaction?
Oh God, yeah. I was on 152 tabloids, but I had a woman send me black roses when I was a co-host on a morning show or a local radio show here. A lady sent me black roses. When somebody put a dead cat on my porch. What else? Oh, one woman harassed me. I had to almost get a restraining order because I hate spam. And they ask you that, and it's on your bio online, and she loves it. And so she hated my guts.
Because of that one thing.
Because of that one thing.
Wow.
I mean, getting into people's lives, a lot of people stay home and you get to watch the interactions. A lot of people are on the computers most of the day. So watching something like that, you become like these people. And it offends you what they do or makes you happy. You like watching tonight. I was very happy that Rylie went home.
I think most of the world was happy Rylie went home.
I think so too. I think Catherine might step up and play a game.
I hope so.
Me too. Wouldn't that be something if she came up and won head of household and busted ass?
It would. Well, she's been so meek.
Yeah. Her and Lauren both. But Lauren's won an HOH and a veto.
Do you think she's ready for the reality world?
No.
And so that's
It
what I was
was really, really big here where I went. They had on the newspaper, they had Crystal Watch. And so every day they would get on the newspapers here, they would get a idea of what happened in the house while they were sleeping. And they had Crystal Watch, and then they had my family and things like that were all on TV, and my brother and my tragic life and all that was open. So if she has any of that, I mean, it was very hard for me. It ruined my brother's life. But if she has any skeletons in the closet, they coming out.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not big here anymore. Like, I don't know if they're gonna give her the police escort, and I got the key to the city and all that kind of stuff. I think that they're used to Big Brother now. We were the first. Well, the second, but the first one to compete and vote each other out. Before, the first was the public voted you out.
Yeah. Yep. I remember that.
But I'll definitely still. I can't wait to meet her. Poor thing. She's so young.
She is. She is.
I hope that this gives her a little look into what people really are like, and it's not all rainbows and butterflies like she gives off the impression.
Yeah.
Well, if
I think so,
because once she leaves the house, it's going to be completely different for her.
It's hectic. It is completely different.
when you got,
is it?
what was the first big thing when you got out that you were
Miss
taking?
Teen USA.
What's that?
They took me to Miss Teen USA.
Okay.
And I was nervous wreck. I couldn't. We don't have clocks or anything in there, so a ticking sound would get on my nerves. So my family had to really take the clocks down and go put them in the room under the mattresses, so I wouldn't hear the ticks, because it's so quiet, so your microphones can catch everything. You could hear everything, and I couldn't sleep because all I could hear was the ticking of that clock.
I would have never thought about that. That's interesting.
You hear everything when you get out. It's like the world gets. I got anxiety so bad. I kept looking back at my little girl, Miss Teen USA. Kurt Smith was like, "Oh God, just sit in your chair. Don't get up. Don't get up."
Well, yeah.
Know Kurt Smith in Dawson's Creek, huh?
Do they provide any type of psychological for you?
Yeah, they gave us a psychiatrist.
Okay, so was that pretty good, or?
Yeah, they give them to you free for a year.
Okay,
well, and then nice. I know that she put Boogie. She had an interview with Boogie, and Boogie freaked out on her, and they had some bad articles on him, and saying he couldn't handle the hype of everything, and it crushed him. I know that much.
Well, he went back and played another season, didn't he?
Yeah, he won. I was there.
That's what I was thinking. So. Yeah, well, you and him were kind of tight.
Yeah, we were engaged for a while, and then we were Glenn Menard from CBS. He was the vice president. He casted us for The Amazing Race. So we were leaving for The Amazing Race when all of a sudden I get a phone call, and it's Mike Boogie, and he says that he's not going to run The Amazing Race. It's not right for his career. His manager, Joe Vance, said that. Here I am spilling the names. Lord of mercy. But anyway, I said, it's not right for your career. Well, this engagement is not right for my life. I wanted to run that race so bad.
Yeah, so that you didn't get to do it after that, did you?
No. I told him, I said, look, I'll tell him Hardy's my fiance. Let's just do this. I want to go.
Well, they have alternates for all these reality things, don't they?
They do, but like, okay, for instance, I thought this guy looked just like I forget the name. Anyway, he looked like an actor, and I said, "Where are you going?" This is at the hotel. He said, "We're not supposed to talk to each other." He said, "Well, I'm going home." I said, "You're going home?" Because I knew I was going to be there for another 4 days, so you knew who was leaving and who wasn't, like in finals. And so I thought, I think they bring 20 of us into a room, 20 girls and 20 guys, and you get picked from there. And I think the ones that they don't pick are on reserve, I guess.
Okay. How hard is it to get on a reality show?
I got on my first try.
Oh, wow. So
you send a video and there you go.
And that's well, now I think everybody's Instagram or TikTok, or so it seems like they all have some kind of following before they come in. So, but still,
yeah, we didn't have all that. We definitely had it when they had a site called banishedkrista.com.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that. You weren't very well liked.
There was so much love and people liked me. The hate, I just blew it off. I don't care what people think.
Well, yeah,
nobody's opinion matters to me.
No, you got a life to live, and if you don't like me, move on. Move
on. Go about your business.
That's it. What do you think this season? They kind of tonight we're talking about Rob, Boston Rob. They kept hinting. Do you think you could do it? You don't think they're going to put him in there, do you?
I don't know. They might. but I'm not sure. But boy, he sure looked different because he got that show, the Home Improvement show that he was on for the celebrities. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't too long ago. I forgot what the name of it was, but I don't know if he'd go on Big Brother or not. They have had survivors on Big Brother before from our season,
Yeah.
and then Cherie was on. What? How many seasons ago?
I think it was 2.
2, I think. She was on with her son. So I think that they could put him in, but they kind of let the cat out the bag if they did that.
Yeah, I know. I was like kind of like, well, he can't go in this season, but they're like, oh, you wouldn't have much longer to go, and I'm like, wait a minute. And I don't know if you've noticed, but on the memory wall on the left, there's one empty frame at the very bottom. Have you noticed that?
No.
Yeah. There's one empty
talked
frame.
about that quite a bit on here.
At the very bottom. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. But yeah, it's at the very. And tonight they broke the left-hand curse. So, because
I wonder if they're going to put the money in, then they're going to come in and take the money.
Well, and that was okay. That was the other creepy thing. The guy who he come in while they're sleeping and walking around the house, the mastermind,
and messing with the safe, and now he's disappeared after Amy left.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Who do you think the mastermind is?
I don't know. I couldn't even begin to guess. There's so many people it could be.
If it's Boston Rob, I'm gonna shit. So, but yeah, right down here on the bottom left, there's an empty screen. It's been that way since the beginning.
Oh, I see it.
And as I say in this, expect the unexpected. So I don't know.
It's got to be somebody coming in.
And well, that's what I think. And then tonight with him kind of hinting about Boston Rob, I'm like, ooh, that would be crazy.
He would be good because he played a good survivor, so he would have somebody to tag along with right away. Hopefully, it would be Catherine. Make Catherine stand up and play.
Yeah,
it irritates me that she's not playing.
Yeah. Well, half the time I forget if it wasn't for Rylie, she's in the house, or Lauren, I forget about her too half the time. So
they don't get a lot of TV time.
No. How do you get TV time? Is it just the production likes you, or your personality?
You're always doing something. Like I was always running around the house seeing what the hell was going on with everybody.
Well, like you said, you could hear everything. So
yeah.
And when you were there, did they have they didn't have the upstairs part at all, did they?
No, they didn't have the upstairs.
Okay.
That's all. They had it for the All Stars for Mike and Will, but they didn't have it on our season.
Okay. Now, have you seen the Christmas game they do? Reindeer games?
Reindeer games? Yes, I have.
Any chance you're going to reindeer games?
Pull it off.
Yeah. Any chance you'll do reindeer games?
If they ask me, I'll do it.
That would be great. I would love it. So
once you do it and you start watching it, you want to go back and do it again. You like, oh no, that was the wrong move, girl. If I was in there this season.
Oh yeah, and
my boyfriend's sister are really into it. She wants to know what's going on. She's not in the chats, and so I tell her. I said, "You sure you want to know?" She goes, "Yes, I want to know." And so I'll tell her, what's going on with each other.
Yeah, how is she not in the chat? I don't see how I could do it if I didn't have either the.
She's 70. She's 70 years old, but she don't miss her big brother.
That's awesome. That's great. Tell her we're glad. So
Rylie.
Yep.
She's a big brother fan from way back.
Yeah. Well, Mickey was using cherries this week instead of M&Ms to count the votes to see if she was going to stay or not. Did y'all do anything? Y'all were voted out by outside.
I did it cool. I would take Monica outside and we'd use the king, queen, and jack, and we were pretending we were playing a card game. And this is who's going home if I win. The Flop, flop goes. This is how it's gonna go. Flop them cards, and this is how they going down. Monica said, "Okay, okay, I'm with you."
She was your ride or die, right? She was your ride or
That
die.
was my long time. Yes, she was.
Yeah, and you all still keep in touch.
Yeah. I'll call her and ask if she's been invited to a reality event, and if she hasn't, then I'll call the reality event and ask them to invite her.
Well, you need to tell
But
her
you
that she
really
needs
want
to
people
learn.
that you want people that are outgoing, that are going to interact with their fans, and I talk to everybody.
Yeah. Well, you need to tell Monica she's got to come on here too. So
She was.
yeah, we would love to have her on. That would be awesome. So
I guarantee if you hit her up on Facebook, she definitely will come
okay,
on your podcast.
I'll shoot her a message. I ain't scared. I mean, what's the worst you could say? No. I don't think. I don't think too many. There's a couple, but I don't think too many of the people that have done it are kind of stuck up like that. I think most of them are pretty down to earth.
Well, there's a few, but not many. Like Mike Boogie and Will, they wouldn't do interviews and things like that.
Well, Will, he was a doctor and he kind of did get the big head. So
Yeah, but he's still a good person. I mean, I had a great time with him, and I met his wife and their dog, and
that's right. He married. Oh God, I'm drawing a total blank.
he's a millionaire or something.
Yeah.
Her name's Aaron.
Yeah, she didn't play anything, did she?
Yeah, she played on a reality show.
Okay.
Where you had to be chained to somebody to win $1 million, something like that. Something for love.
Okay.
Chained for love or something. I can't remember. It was so long ago. I need some satin or something, man. I can't remember.
Well, now they've got the other show that parallels this called Traders. So I haven't really watched it, so I don't know much about it.
No, I've never heard of it. What's it play on?
Oh no, it's a game and it's on I think Peacock called Traders, and it airs. Oh. It airs about actually they're probably starting right now, and they have a bunch of people from reality TV shows on. So,
definitely give me the information on that.
Yeah. Oh, her father. Okay, he's married to Aaron Brody, and her dad was a quarterback with the San Francisco 49ers. Okay.
Oh,
yeah. You find that a lot of these people knew somebody before they got on the show, or so. Have you ever helped anybody get on the show?
Yeah, I got for the finale. I took one of my best friends, Kentward Boo Bernice. They call him Boo. I took him with me to the finale, and at the finale, they asked him, would he come to the Survivor things? Lisa, I'm not supposed to be saying these names. Anyway, her name's Lisa. She said, will you bring him to the hotel tomorrow? And I brought him to the hotel, and he said, well, I don't want to miss the red carpet. I'm walking the red carpet. And they said, no, we're gonna let you go to the after party, Boo. We just need to ask you some questions and put you on video. And that was the first one. So Boo Bernice got on Survivor, and then Russell Hantz, James Clement, and then Willie Hantz was on Big Brother, and he got expelled.
What did he get expelled for?
I don't know. I don't remember. Violent. And the nephew was on Survivor.
Okay.
But we're interesting people here in Louisiana. You got.
Well, I know last season they had the comic book creator. He made a slip up and use the N-word, and they kicked him off. So I think it was last season. It might have been the season before. So I don't know. She may have lost connection with this. So, Rylie, while hopefully she's getting her connection, it shows she's full scale. What did you think of tonight's episode?
I was glad that Rylie went home, and yes, and then watching Will sit there and like zoning out as he's talking to them, or more like they're talking to him, made me like Will even more. And I felt it when Ava was struggling because she didn't want to vote for for Rylie, but she didn't want to vote for Morgan either.
Yeah, it was a last minute thing, and she was struggling so hard with that decision.
But did you see not Morgan, did you see, what is her name? The female we wanted to get evicted.
Mickey?
Yeah. Did you see Mickey when they were doing the veto challenge? How she's trying to get Lauren to just forfeit it and
yes,
let them win since she has no purpose for that.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of shitty. It's OTEV. That's like that in the comic book competition, and with the wall, the comic book competition and OTEV are probably the ones everybody wants to play in.
And I thought it was funny how that pig kept putting out obnoxious smells and they're gagging because of it.
Okay. Yeah. She messaged me. Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to answer her. I'm trying to figure out when they were just making the sound effect if they were really putting anything nasty out there. Do you think they were?
Well, Mickey said that smell that they was putting out was making her want to gag.
Oh my gosh. Well, now you're gone. Am I still live? Holy cow. What happened here? Well, Harley, where did you go? Where did everybody go? Everybody's running off and leaving me. So it seems like Harley just got the boot too. And I'm messaging with Krista, and apparently she did. And hopefully I'm still live. Everything looks like I'm still going out. So I don't know. Well, if they don't come back, we'll just end the show because we've been right at an hour. And I'm typing a message to try and answer Krista. Oh, there she is. There's Harley. So what happened?
I pressed this little button on the side of my mouse and I didn't realize it and it just exited.
Okay, well, don't press that button. So yeah. So yeah, you're right. And then the guy in the comments taking it easy. She said CBS may be watching us because she got kicked. She is a trip. I love her to death.
Well, hello, CBS, if you're watching us.
Yeah. Yeah. When I messaged Krista, I was like, she's never going to answer me. She's never going to answer me. And she messaged me almost like the same day. It was like real quick. And she's like, hell yeah, I'll come on. I'm like, sweet. I love it. So, well, I'll just, I told her, I said, we'll get her on again soon if she wants to come back. And then we'll try and reach out to her ride or die and see if she'll come on the show. Because that would be, oh God, to get both of them on. That would be amazing. You know, we got a little show here, but we've got a pretty decent following. I love the fans. I love the fact that we're in Australia and that Jurgs allows us to go out and go all over the place with his station. So I love the fact on that, that they're allowing us to do that. And now some of my shows are being carried on there's a special way I have to say it legally. Hold on. I got to look this up. I'm still learning it correctly. It's called the Channel 12 TV network. So for $9.99 a month, you can subscribe to the Channel 12 TV network. You'll get all of our shows. Well, not all of them. I don't know if Big Brother's going to be on there. You'll get the shows, and we're going to do some other things that are behind the paywall only, so you have to come over and see us there. So maybe Harley will be topless. I don't know. So
Yeah,
I could try.
sure.
You know,
Why not?
I could always try. That'll get me ratings. Well, what is it? Jeremy said they don't watch me; they came for the girls. So, I was hoping. I've had the TV on over here. I was hoping that they would bring the wall comp on, because that's one to watch. It takes so long, and now you've not seen the wall comp, have you?
No, I haven't.
So what does happen is they're on an actual wall that moves, and they can lean them forward, they can lean them back, and they shoot everything from cold air, cold water, to paint, to stinky stuff, to feathers. I mean, just anything at you. And it's got to be a tough competition because you're only given like a little bit of area to grab onto with your hand. And I don't even know that there's like a notch. It may just be a piece of wood. And then you've only got a little step that's probably about 4, maybe 5 inches long or wide. So yeah. And you got to hold on and while they're shooting you. So I remember one year Mickey actually peed his pants during the competition. So he couldn't hold it anymore. So I think then after that, they doused them all with cold water. So I wish they would show that one. I mean, maybe that's like Krista was saying, they couldn't hold after her head of household. They couldn't hold the meeting right then, or have the competition right then, because everybody was so shook up after her head of household. They had to wait. So maybe they had to do the same thing. That's Miss Brenda
coming in late.
Yeah, Brenda. And Harley needs to message you. She has some good news for you, Brenda. So
about our little
show.
Yeah, the show that we did.
Yeah, there we go. I should have the 3 of you, and we should do the Channel 12 TV network special. So we could just I wish, the only thing is, she says she's been late all day. The only thing I wish that I don't have, and maybe I could if I asked the producers or the station manager, I don't have a live show. And I really enjoy the interaction with the chat. So maybe we can do that. We can schedule it and have a live show, and I can have all my girls. I have Shay, I can have Harley, I can Brenda. I'll have all my bitches. So we lost track of what we were talking about with Big Brother, but so I was hoping they would show that. And I'm going to be interested tomorrow. And I've already sent the message out to Kat's family if Kat would like to come on our show. Unfortunately, a lot of the more recent players have NDAs and they can't do little shows like ours, because I've actually communicated with several people that have just gotten out of the house. So, and they're like, nope, can't talk to you. You're not approved by CBS. And I'm like, well, I tried to get approved by CBS 2 years ago. I filled out the paperwork, sent it in. They said, you're not big enough. So we will drive you nuts.
Brenda, I sent you the picture of our views for our little clip.
Yeah, that's great. So it seems like I have lots of clips with Brenda that go viral. So on my TikTok, I think there was one where where I couldn't get her to shut up. I was pushing every button on my soundboard and she just that was one of the best ones. So, all right. Well, we covered the show basically. I mean, we talked about when they came in, they give him a really good edit. They give Rylie a really good edit, because let me tell you, he's an ass. You don't talk to women that way. I may be boisterous and I may say stupid shit, but no, you don't talk to women that way. That's just totally wrong. And I will call him out on it if I ever get a chance to interview him, because.
Well, not just that, like from the get-go where he held her, basically made him force hug her in the bathroom where he had his arm against the wall, That was inappropriate. The whole in the shower thing, that was inappropriate. The getting the boner while he's talking to her several times, that was inappropriate. The saying, "You're gonna marry me whether you like it or not, and I'm gonna find you," that's inappropriate. And it's just everything leads to is pointing to she's gonna need a VPO when she gets out of here.
Let me ask you this, as a woman, have you ever been, or do you know anyone that's been in a relationship that's like that?
I'd rather not put that information out there because
Well, let me ask you this then.
I've experienced things like that in my lifetime, and as a woman, it's not very pleasant.
And that's what I was getting at. Do you see the signs when you're in it, or does your friend see the signs when they're in it?
Your friends are seeing it, and your friends are telling you this is what's happening. But you got, like, you know how the horses have the blinders on?
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what she's got. She's got the blinders on.
But people in the house were encouraging him. That's the weirdest part.
They're all in that house, and they don't so from all the feeds that I've watched, when he was being the ass, no one else was around.
Yeah, it was like mano and mano. Yeah, exactly. So,
and then when someone walked in the room, he'd act all nice. So people in the house probably did not see what we were seeing on the cameras.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I remember one time when she was trying to get some alone time because he's literally
right
up
there.
Her ass. And she was talking to him, and they weren't talking loud. They were talking in, I don't know, I don't want to say a whisper, but it was audible enough to be heard, but it wasn't like they were screaming. And he told her to shut up and stop screaming at it. And I'm thinking, Jesus, she's whispering compared to screaming. You know, is it her aunt, Kat's aunt that's been on social media? I saw on a post somewhere, and I'm assuming it was the aunt, so don't hold me to this. But she said that Kat's family, and I'm assuming it's her mother, by the way she talked, had been in a relationship.
Her stepmother. Remember, her mother passed away a year ago.
Yeah. So somebody close to her has been in a situation like that. Now, I will say, as a paramedic, I've seen where there's patterns, and they always go back to the guy, or they look for that trait and they find another one, you know. So I'm wondering if it's not a psychological thing. I'm hoping, especially since Krista just told us that they do have psychological counseling. I swear I could talk to her for 2 or 3 hours. Since they have psychological counseling, I'm hoping that somebody steps up and goes, hey, let's talk about the way you were talked to and see, let me echo it back to you and see if you think it sounds okay. Maybe it coming from a different person.
And then the whole, when we get out of here, you're going to marry me.
Yeah. Yeah. I was kind of expecting him to be an asshole to Julie, and I was really hoping he would, so the Chinbot could put him in his place. Because I'm betting
he wasn't. That's what I'm saying. When he was with her, he was a different person, and I guess he forgot the cameras were there when he was acting this way.
Well, that's what Krista said. After about a week, you forget him. You know, she said she just took off her top and started showering. She was like, "Oh shit, there's a camera right there." You know, so you just forget about him. So I applaud Krista. It was so funny. She messaged me earlier before the show. She says, "I'm so nervous about coming on your show." I'm like, "Sweetie, you're on Big Brother. You have millions of people watching you.
We don't have millions of people watching us.
I got 50 or 60, and I'm hoping, and by the way, everybody, please come over to the Sport Cat shows, hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. Really need your help right now. We're trying to get monetized. Now we have some great listeners in Australia and on Jurg's radio, and we love them to death. So, you know, but yeah, I don't see how she could even compare us to something of that stature. And then she says she's going to the MTV after parties with J-Lo. I'm like, frick. Fuck. You're going to a J-Lo after party and you're worried about coming on our show here. So so she said she was going to come back. So and she's going to see if she could get us and Monica hooked up. So that'd be great. I would love that. So, and like she said, you give your life up for reality TV because nothing is sacred. Because you sent me, I believe, Riley's police mugshot earlier. And
No,
it's all
it
over.
was
Somebody sent it to me. So yeah,
I did send a mugshot, but I don't think it was Riley's.
Oh, okay. Well, Riley's is, I thought it was you. Somebody sent it to me. And yeah, I think it was in Texas. He was arrested for.
No, I sent you hers.
Yeah, yeah. Was it DUI? I don't know. I'd have to go back and look, but I can't find it right now. But yeah. So he's been in trouble before. He's not a very good guy, I don't think. So.
But once you go on reality TV, your whole life is just there for the public. And even when you come out, it's out for the public. You don't have a life anymore.
Well, 23, 24 years later, she's still doing things. In fact, she wanted me to make sure to mention they're doing a big, it's called Over the Edge. It's a celebrity weekend in Orlando in December. It's the 4th through the 7th. And I looked through the celebrity guest list and holy cow, if you're a Big Brother or a Survivor or Naked and Afraid, I mean, holy crap. There are so, and it's not just Big Brother US, there's Big Brother Canada, Amazing Race, The Challenge. There's so many people going to be on there. It's incredible. I'm going to see if I can get down there to that. So that would be,
if I have money.
Yeah, I mean, there's so they do that, and she's doing that. So I'm looking forward to. I'm going to keep up with her. She's going to be like, why did I talk to this guy? And then they have the reality cruise coming up that Rick Murphy, if you're interested in that, go on and look. I believe it is April 26th next year, where there's a whole bunch of. I think they're still signing up the celebrities. She's going to be on it. I think that cruise they're actually going to play a Big Brother on the ship. So that should be fun. So plus you're on a cruise, you get to eat and drink. So, and you go to Florida Keys. So I'm going to try and get on that one for sure. So, but yeah, so like I said,
don't see me getting on that one.
Yeah. 20 some years later, she's still, she's talking to the production. She's doing things. So that's great. And she's met people and made connections and had a great life. So, all right. Well, I know you're tired. You probably got to get and go to work tomorrow morning, don't you?
I got to get up and get kids off to school in the morning.
Oh, shit. I just remembered. Hellhound has a vet appointment at 7:30. And I still
early
got
morning for you too.
Yeah, I still got to put together tomorrow's show for the Daily Gazette. So I need to be wrapping this up. Anything else you want to say, Harley?
Nope. Just check us out Sunday before the big chat on the Asylum with Harley, and we are gonna watch Bad AI music videos.
And what day is that?
Sunday. Oh, wait, no, that's next Sunday. No, Saturday we're doing the 1956 part 1 bracket.
Oh my God. You and those brackets. I love you to death.
Not me.
I love you to death, but Jesus. Ugh. All right. Well, I won't be on that show. I might
do the Sunday show though before Big Brother about the bad AI, because I've been wanting to do that one.
Okay. Well, let me know. Maybe Brenda will come on with you too. And now when is the wrestling bracket? That's Saturday, right?
No, that's the 16th, I think. It's next month.
It's a little ways away. All right, good. Because I got you a wrestler for that. So that's
we actually have 2 wrestlers on there. Because Rob from the Antisocial Network used to be a wrestler too.
Okay. Wow. You should get Brenda on that. She could beat some of their asses, roll over them with her chair. So, all right. Well, I, of course, will have the Sport Cat Daily Gazette tomorrow night. And then on Sunday, you and I are back again to talk about everything Big Brother. Maybe I can talk somebody else into coming on with us. It's kind of short notice, so maybe another week or so. We got that. And then Brenda said she's in, so hit her up. She'll do it with you. So I'm trying to think. That's all I got going on. I don't think I have anything else. Let me look at my calendar. I can't live without Google Calendars. I've got so much going on anymore. So, and I'm still in Tennessee, so maybe I'll get to go back to Atlanta next month. We'll see. Let's see. Yeah, that's the only thing I got lined up. Of course, we are on WRFN Nashville overnight Friday night into Saturday morning. That's tape delayed. And then we're back to the Daily Gazette next week. So, all right. Well, I'm going to get us out of here. Everybody, please hit that thumbs up button. We are appreciative for Krista for coming on. Please hit her up on Facebook or her socials if you have any questions about reality TV. She'll shoot straight. So I was kind of surprised. She was like, I was naming too many names. I'm like, nah, nobody watches us. So we're just
we're not well known.
Yeah, we're just little guys. We don't have that big of a following. So yet. But if all these people watching right now and listening come over to the Sport Cat Show and subscribe, I need 254 to be monetized. Please help me. But if they don't do anything else, hit that thumbs up. Let us know you love us. If you want to send us a message, all that info is in the show show notes. You can send me a message, and you can send Harley a message too. I'll get it to her. Especially if it's dirty. So, all right, everybody. Thank you to Dare Media for allowing us on, and Yerg's Radio. Thank you. And we will see you all soon. Your cat is out. Hey, it's the Boss Jock Sport Cat here. I want to remind everybody you can find me from noon to 1400. Make sure to check me out here on the Thin Line Rock Station. I hope to see you soon here on the radio.